So, welcome this morning. I've been getting tips and tricks about like how to record, and somebody gave me the idea, and it said record in the heat of emotion. So the people that click on your video can know that whatever you about to say about to be on and popping. So I was just like on my way, moseying into church, trying to be a good little Christian this morning, and a girl just came up behind me flying on this road. First of all, the old Jessica, who I'm trying to leave all the way in the trunk. I'm not even trying to have her riding around with me. I'm trying to give her a spiritual death. Rose up in me. Like, if this chick don't stop about to run me off this road, and I almost got in the midst of road rage. Like, I'm about to go after this girl, let her know she just ticked me off. In my mind, I'm processing, so this never happened. But if you are one of those people who riding up behind people all crazy in your little Honda, I don't know what it is about girls and Hondas. And I used to be a Honda driver, so you can already feel the vibe about how I used to be. And meanwhile, don't let people keep beating you upside the head about how you used to be, how they used to see you, how you used to allow people to treat you. It's over. It's a done deal. Anyway, it made me pull over in emotion because it made me think about, just how people be driving and how the old you can try to come up and be in the driver's seat again, because she almost caught it this morning. But anyway, just remember not to allow that don't allow nobody to allow to resurrect that old person who you used to be, who you're trying to give a spiritual death to. Don't let nobody bring you out of character, get you to acting crazy and driving down the road behind them and, risking your life and stuff like that. So just be very mindful about road rage. PSA for today. And another thing is, I just thought about how I just was spending more time by myself in order to physically hear. And some people have like pits, or they have emotion in their belly when things need to be done, or how God speaks to them. Some people heart start racing when you hear from God. That's how you know to pay attention and be aware of your surroundings and your environment. Some people, they can hear God audibly, where he can physically just say Jessica, and you can say like you're sitting beside, like the person sitting beside you. So the Holy Spirit that's inside of you will let you know, if you pay attention to your body, how you get around certain people, your energy shifts. How when I just experienced that road rage experience, like how I felt my emotion rising, but God just told me, she's driving that little Honda. She in a rush. I could see her little ponytail on top of her head, probably trying to get to her baby daddy or somewhere. Who knows? That's just not my issue to deal with. My issue is to keep going on my path. My issue is to keep this truck I'm driving in the road safely, and not to participate in any low vibrational activities. But you are living a human experience, so you will have emotion. It just reminded me, Jessica, don't get numb. Don't act like you don't have emotions. Like, that just tick you off. Admit that it tick you off. But how are you going to respond to somebody ticking you off? Because it's going to happen. And I said, well, let me just get on my channel and inspire people on today. Press play. Don't let nobody play with you. And also about boundaries. I've been just enforcing boundaries, not just being like the loudest person in the room, or just, being a diva. No, it's different. When you really are loving yourself, you're being patient with yourself, you're reminded every day how God says you're supposed to be treated, how your Father treats you. And once you really start thinking about that, you're not going to allow anybody to treat you less than how your Father says that you deserve to be treated. You deserve to be treated like royalty, because you are His most prized possession. So the more I'm tapping into that arena of thinking and those thoughts and high vibrational movements and investments in myself, setting standards, I see other people energy around me is shifting as well. And the people who have benefited off of you not speaking up for yourself, not setting boundaries, having low self-esteem, low self-worth, no value in your gifts and your talent and your voice and your energy, you being around all the time, those people who have taken advantage of you for years, for months, for days, weeks, seconds, minutes, whatever, they are going to look at you crazy like you just asked to borrow a kidney when you say, no, that's not going to work for me. Huh? What you mean? That's not going to work for me. That's no longer going to work for me. I'm going to need some time to myself. So I'm going to need you to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to need you to watch your tone when you're talking to me. I'm going to need you to have more respect for yourself when you're dealing with me. It's like you force people to love themselves, even though you're doing it for yourself, but you're also making them like a domino effect. We're all connected. And whether people give you the side eye or not, accept what you're saying or not, eventually they're going to start implementing these positive things in their life. They're going to say, well, Jessica loves herself enough not to let people take advantage of her, talk to her crazy, be disrespectful, or say little racist comments or things like that. You don't have to speak on everything, but you do have to be more conscious about how people are treating you and how you're allowing people to talk to you, because you have to be the teacher. You have to teach other people, no, we're not going to race up and down the road and act crazy when you get behind me like you're about to hit me. And I always think about my baby being in a car. So y'all think about that when you're acting crazy on the road, or, you know, just being foolish. Like, think about people got their kids in the car. So, you know, in my mind, I'm thinking, well, what if London was back there? Or, you know, let me just get over. It's simple. But the devil in you will rise up and say, no, go get her. No, she's not about to talk to you crazy. She's not about to disrespect you. And you'll be put out of the room. You'll be having to be fired from your job. You'll be intolerable to be around. It's a lot of things. It's the way you say things. You know, you can just say, I'll get back to you. Or, no, that's not going to work for me. Or, do you mind doing such and such? Or, have you thought about implementing this so that both of us can get a benefit out of whatever we're about to do, instead of me draining myself, bending over backwards like a mule and about to kill myself to help you reach your goals? Anywho, I just wanted to jump on because in the heat of emotion, I was just reminded, Jessica, you once was that chick. You once was that chick that'll be up and down the road acting crazy, trying to argue with people, fight people, you know, trying to prove a point, and you just making yourself look crazy and exhausting all of your energies. And it comes with maturity. So I don't want y'all to get on these videos and say, oh, well, Jessica, she's so mature, she thinks so positive all the freaking time. That's not true. People have emotions. We're living the human experience. My spiritual mother, Shanika Marie, she always says that. She's like, you're living a human experience. So things are going to come up. It's just your response to it. So I just wanted to remind you on today, make your response positive. Stay on your good path. Continue to set those boundaries and let people know who have benefited off of you just giving. I was coaching someone recently, and I was saying, you know, you're not supposed to feel like you just gave a blood transfusion after you have interacted with another person. You have the choice to say, no, I'm not going to answer my phone right now. Yes, this is a good time to talk. I'll have to call you back tomorrow. And if these people are looking at you like you asked to get a kidney donation, these are the people I'm talking about that have benefited off of you not speaking up for yourself, talking about things that your needs to be met. So if they're looking at you crazy, it's because you have allowed them to treat you crazy. You have allowed these people to talk to you crazy. And it's basically how you feel about yourself. So the more you work on yourself, spend time by yourself so you can hear God, so he can give you your next best step, you'll get better with these things that I'm talking about. So I'm about to head to church. God bless.